تفضل.
Guidance about like gathering, family gathering, mixed family gathering,
Family gatherings.
mixed family gathering.
Oh, mixed family gatherings. The ruling of mixed family gatherings. What is meant by mixed family gatherings, of course, it doesn't mean the husband and the wife and the children, because that's mixed. That's halal. That's fine. The same thing with the relatives that are blood relatives that are maharim. It's okay for them to mix. So you have the grandfathers and above, and the grandsons and daughters, and the uncles and the aunts and so on. But then, and this is according to the deen of Allah. So therefore, this requires ilm. So anything that is, or anyone that is not a mahram, and what's mixed is not men together or women together, this is obvious. But when men and women get together, either it's permissible for them to be together and see each other, maharim, or they are not maharim to one another. And if not, then they should not be sitting together in a gathering that sins will be committed. Right? Because people say sometimes funny things. People are in the streets, then they go to the store, and in the Kaaba they're making tawaf. Right? This is the norm of things in the streets and things like this. And a person should lower their gaze and so on. But you sit in a place, people are sitting together, looking at each other, speaking to each other, sins are committed. So this is not something that is permissible. And if we imagine, which is something that can never be attained, but if you, for the sake of arguments, people are together like this, but everybody's lowering their gaze, and women are not softening their voice, and they only talk in whatever there is need, but this is not the case. So therefore, you would find sins being observed, and just the fact that they are not supposed to be mixed is not just about the sins. The mixing itself, we have text, we have nusus that forbid this. And we talked about that recently also in the masajid, which is a very obvious thing, which is clear and agreed upon and no differences of opinion. Women are separated from men. Why do we have in the masjid men here and the women, whether they are in a different place or so? Because this is what the masjid of the Prophet ﷺ were upon. They were not mixing in the masjid. And the masjid is the purest place on earth. If someone has bad intentions and so on, it's not going to be the masjid at least. But in the purest places, this is how things are. So you can imagine then at home or family gatherings or so on. And when the Prophet ﷺ went outside of the masjid and he saw the men and women gathered, or mixed, not gathered, but they went out of the masjid and they're mixed in the road. So he addressed the woman and he said, لَيْسَ لَكُنَّ وَسْطَ الطَّرِيقِ, you have no rights to be in the middle of the road, stay on the right, on the side of the road, so that he would separate them from the men. And many narrations like this. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us.